Hi lovelies, this is Sheree from Divine Visions. I'm bringing you your twin flame soulmate karmic connection reading tonight, which is a pick a card for a special message. And what we're going to be doing is looking at what we need to surrender into this connection at the moment. What are we surrendering to? What do we need to let go of? Perhaps this could be around, we've got the full moon in Sagittarius right now. So it's all about letting go, releasing everything and staying optimistic about the transition, because transitions can be very painful. It can be very difficult to get through. No matter what connection you're a part of, it is a challenge. And, the butterfly is always, I love to see the butterfly here, is a symbolic, it's symbolic for transition, transformation, letting go, getting through that darkness of the cocoon phase. Being able to allow things to just be and allow things to unfold as they're meant to be as well, with no resistance, and that can be easier than said sometimes. So let's have a look at what's going on in your connections. We've got reading 1, which is twin flame. We've got reading 2 for soulmates, and we've got reading 3 for the karmic connections. Now, you may resonate with more than one. We all have soulmates, and we've all come across many karmic partners in our lives. Only one twin flame, as far as I'm aware, is that exists. A lot of people have different beliefs on that. I believe we only have one. So it could be a very rare connection for you. It is a very rare connection to experience. And so if you recognize yourself in that kind of a connection as well, all three may resonate with you depending on where you're at in your life and the situation that you're in. So I'll give you a moment to think about what you want to choose. You may choose all three if you want to. It's reading 1, reading 2, reading 3, twin flame soulmates, karmic connections, okay? So I'll get to it. So we're starting off with the twin flames, reading 1. And this is basically using a variety of cards here that I've chosen. So instead of doing the live interactive kind of readings that I do, I'm doing them already drawn out. This is because I have the flu at the moment. I've got the flu. I've got a bad cold at the moment, and I'm just trying to talk less than I need to and conserve my energy, I guess. Now, we're having a look at the Ask an Angel cards for the main theme of your twin flame connection at this stage. And we're looking at health, Archangel Raphael, okay? And we're looking at beauty, Archangel Haniel. Now, what I gather from these, Archangel Raphael is the healing angel. Obviously, this is very self-explanatory. There's a lot of issues around health. It's body care. I'm getting body care because of the beauty factor here as well. We need to look within and see our beauty, but we also are feeling very self-conscious at this time regarding how we appear to our twin flame. So some of you may be going through some health issues right now, and may also be thinking of your body care and how you're feeling in yourself health-wise, energy-wise, all that kind of thing. And wondering if you're attractive to your twin flame. Maybe there's been some ups and downs or issues between the two of you, and you're now starting to wonder, am I still attractive to my twin flame? Do they find me irresistible like they have before? And we've got the Archangel Power Tarot, which is Solutions, Archangel Zadkiel. This is the Temperance card, and it says success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. When I look at these three together, I feel that there has definitely been some emotional issue going on between the two of you. I'm seeing that there's a very feminine kind of energy here. We've got Archangel Raphael, which is the healing energy. We've got the temperance of the cups with the flow of water being, turned to and fro, from each other. It's like this balancing and tempering of the energies going on here with that flow of energy. We've also got the fiery, passionate energy here as well. And it shows me that beauty that I feel intuitively as I'm connecting with this is that some of you have been feeling very low in energy and perhaps low in self-esteem. Okay, something's happened with your confidence and you don't feel like this shining star anymore. There's something that's happened in the connection, I feel. So when we're looking at this, it says success comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. Something's happened where forgiveness is warranted. And I feel like for you, that maybe it doesn't matter which one's hurt who, you know, we all can do it anyway. But it feels to me that some of you have been very hurt by the connection, and also are feeling like a very withdrawn kind of energy. It's more of an introverted kind of energy rather than putting yourself out there to this person. I just want to see what else is coming up here around this. Yeah. A lot of you are starting to recognize the contract. Some of you are very new, coming into your twin flame connection and realizing, holy crap, what is this? You know, this is really full on. It's confusing. It's really traumatizing me because this energy is so intense, and they're holding a mirror up to me. And, you know, there's all these things that come in. The contract is also justice. It's also showing us that we have a very special mission with this person. We have a very special bond, and it's unexplainable at times. And we need to, in our 3D selves, be at our best that we can be too. To even, you know, we have to be strong to be able to even deal with the stuff that comes up in a twin flame connection. And sometimes we just need to withdraw and take some time out as well, look after our own health, and realize that, okay, we may not necessarily be able to sever the spiritual soul contract, and but we can move away and withdraw if we have to recuperate our energies and to get back on track and to find this solution. Because some of you are also feeling that you are recognizing that there is a very special connection with this person. It may be something you're still trying to get your head around, trying to find the solution to. You know, what is this? And oh yeah, this is what else I'm getting told, is that a lot of you have been waiting a long time for something to change in this connection, where it is actually moving to another level with this commitment, okay, with this contract. Let's have a look. So getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Now, this is for those who are newly involved in their connections, realizing that, oh my God, I'm so attracted to this person. I have so much chemistry going on. I'm really being inspired to look after my health and how I look and appeal to my twin. And some of you are trying to research more into it and find a deeper meaning to this. And you're also asked to have patience in the way the connection is unfolding, because it's not going to fit into a normal kind of template like a normal relationship does. It's just not. But there is this getting to know each other. And I feel like for you guys that you have to surrender to patience. You have to surrender to waiting and allowing things to unfold. And at the moment, I feel like it's about growth. We see all the leaves on her and the vine. It's almost like you're growing in your own power. You're growing in your own, your own beauty, your own confidence, that kind of thing as well, while realizing that, wow, this connection is really strong. I may not have all the answers, but I am enjoying this getting to know one another. And you know what? You could know your twin for years on end and yet still not really fully know each other, because it's like it's like an onion almost. The twins can be very much like an onion. You get so close, and then the other one will run away. And then, you get so close back again, and you get closer each time. But every time a layer is pulled down, or they've let their guard down, or whatever it is, someone runs away. It's freaking frustrating, but this is what happens. So you're still getting to know one another, right? And as you do, your bond deepens, which is just beautiful. Now, what do you need to surrender to in your connection? You need to surrender worry. So make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. So, in other words, there's going to be a lot of worries that have perhaps come up in your connection. If not, if you're a new connection, they will come up pretty fast, pretty strong, as they normally do in these types of connections. But even if you've been in one for a long time, you're going to know what this is about. I mean, there's constant anxiety and worries around twin flame connections because of how up and down they can be, and in and out of your life they can be. And so this is what it is. It's just saying surrender the worry, and make a commitment to yourself to really look after yourself, your health, knowing that this contract can't be broken. You are always connected, okay? What do they really want to say to you at this time? Wow. Fear held them back. Fear held me back. In other words, this person has run away. I feel like this person has either run away or has not opened up to the connection and has made you start stressing out, thinking, am I not attractive? Am I not, wow, this is where this comes from. Am I not attractive to this person? Why are they not committing to me? Is there something wrong with me? This is what every twin flame couple usually go through, because one will feel really rejected because of the fear that the other's being or allowing to take over the connection here. So a lot of you who are watching this are going to resonate with the feeling of questioning yourself. Am I okay? What's wrong with me? What do I have that they, the other person might not have if they've got someone else in their life? You know, it's just all these questions come up, and you're going to start worrying about your health, because stress and anxiety can affect your health. So that is a main theme right here. And you're trying to find peace in this solution, okay, in this connection. So what is their higher self trying to, or want you to, or are guiding you to take action with? What are their higher self? They want you to come into power. So it says, I step into my power boldly and confidently. So their higher self is saying to you, still rise and shine, basically. Rise and shine into your own power, because you are a beautiful, magnificent being. You are the same soul, right? So if you're going to overcome those feelings of anxiety, realizing that the connection is so strong and that this is a process of getting to know one another, everything will be fine in the end, I feel. And that's what they want you to do, is to rise into your God-given, beautiful power here. Now, your special message, beautiful, beautiful card. I love this one. This is what they say is embrace. Through each other you find the missing pieces. So when you're together, excuse me, I've got the flu tonight. I've got the flu. When you're together, you can, and you are embracing each other, especially in the physical, but even if it's not in the physical, even if it's in the 5D, in your dream space, astral traveling to be with one another. Some of you are going to smell each other, even in your waking state, you'll feel their presence with you. And it's saying that when you are like this is when everything just falls together. It's when you're separated that things start to feel like they're falling apart, that there's just it's never going to happen. It's never going to work. A miracle can never happen to make it come back together. You know, there's all these things that come into the way, that get in the way. But when you're embracing one another, through each other, you find the missing pieces. So it's all, once again, about this soul contract. You're advised right now to surrender to the stress about this connection right now. All right, because this person's telling you that fear held them back. It's got nothing to do with you or anything that's wrong with you, or that they don't love you, or that they don't want you or anything, because the chemistry, as we know, within a twin flame connection is out of this world. So it's just not anything to do with those things. It's just about this person fearing what commitment's all about, fearing to be hurt, all those things that occur in a twin flame connection. So yes, you're just advised to take care of your health and not stress at this time, knowing that when you are together and when you do come back together, it's going to be beautiful, and those pieces of the, the missing pieces of the puzzle will come back together, and it'll all be peaceful, and it'll be better for you. It'll be better for both of you, the connection. At the moment, if you are in separation, it's just meant to be for whatever it is, but don't stress yourselves out so much. Do a ritual under the full moon. Write down your fears on a piece of paper and then burn the paper. I hope that's helped you. Hi guys, if you chose number 2, reading number 2, we've got for soulmates, we've got the Ask an Angel card for the theme of your reading here. So the theme of your reading is intuition. We're looking at what you need to surrender. So you're very in tune with your connection right now. You're picking up on things. You might be having dreams, very vivid dreams right now. You might be feeling this person's energy around you. There might be issues around what your gut is telling you. We're going to have a look at this, but this is the main theme, is about being in tune with your situation, knowing what to do, okay? So Archangel Power Tarot is another theme here, and the Four of Ariel is the Four of Pentacles. When you give, you also receive. Might be a little blurry there, sorry guys. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. Now this particular card, I mean, this could literally mean your financial or your physical material world with your soulmate. There could be issues around this. You may not want to open up your world to this other person. You may not be too sure about committing and making this lifelong commitment to somebody and sharing your home, sharing your money, that kind of thing. It could be vice versa. It could be the other way around. Maybe they're not opening up to you, and that's what's making you start to wonder, is this right for me? Okay, you're going to know what this is, but somebody's not opening up to the connection. They're not letting go of something. Okay, there's a feeling of something not being let go of, because this is a card where people will hold very closely, their valuables to their chest. Basically, they hold things very closely to them and they don't want to let it go. So let's have a look what else this is. Celebration and farewell. This is interesting. Okay. Okay, I've got some messages here. This is going to be very different messages for different people. Okay, the first message I'm getting is that some of you are going to be very in tune with, okay, I need to let this go. I'm not willing to open up to this, or this person's not willing to open up to me, so I am going to say goodbye to this pathway. I've made up my mind. This is something that I know I need to do, and it feels like a celebration, because it feels to me that some of you have often, well, maybe in the past, haven't really realized like fast enough what you want in a connection, and now it's saying, okay, the first sign of somebody not opening up to you, you're out of there. Okay, that could be one aspect of this. It could be that some of you are saying goodbye to this particular pattern and you're starting to open up now, okay, because you're in tune, you're intuitive with what's going on with this person, and perhaps you are now going to open up, change the pattern. We're going to see what the other cards say, though, because I want to get a clearer idea. Now, we've got the Romance Angels, which is reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Some of you are going to have, so many messages coming through, just bear with me, I'm trying to get them all in my head. Some of you are going to have somebody from your past return and is going to test your connection with somebody you're currently with. And you may say goodbye to this person because you realize intuitively that you're not on the same page with them and you want to be with this person that's coming back to you. Or it could mean also that you're saying goodbye to something from the past, a past pain. You might be it might be a past relationship, or even a past pattern, as I said before, where you are now celebrating and overcoming this hurdle and surrendering to the connection you have with your soulmate. Maybe you've been in separation and you're now going to commit and reconcile with them. That is another way of looking at this. What do you need to surrender? You need to surrender to silence, okay? So in quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. I feel like for you guys, especially with this being the theme, and look at the full moon. This is amazing because we've got the full moon coming up, which is all about surrendering and releasing. What you need to surrender to is being in quiet space. You need to be able to go away, quietly meditate, get into your zone and feel your way through this, okay? Because you've been too much in your mind. It feels like you've been in your mind space too much about this. Maybe you've had other people in your ear. Maybe this other person has been in your ear. It's just like, stop already. I need to go away and focus on what it is that I want for my life, for my future. And yeah, that's where this is coming from. So surrender to silence and you will get your answers. What is this person wanting to say to you? You will always be in my heart. I feel like this is regardless of whether you stay or go. You will always be in this person's heart. So whether you choose to say goodbye to the connection or you are willing to reconcile if that's the case, or work on it, then, you know, this is what's happening. You'll always be in their heart. You're very special to them. It may be that you're the one that's more got the trust issues here and are holding back, okay? Now, what I've got here is their higher self, what they want to say to you. Sharing of yourself. I am an incredibly generous being. So they want you to be able to open up. This is what it's saying. So it does seem like it is you that's closed off here. And it may be that they've hurt you before, or that you've had hurt before in the past from someone else, and you're not sure how to do this, or you're just very wary about opening up. But it's showing that there's celebration, that you're able to do this, you know, if you wanted to do this and reconcile with this person or move on and be with someone else. You've got to be true to yourself at the end of the day. And they want you to share yourself because you are a beautiful person. They see a very generous being with you. They do see you've got a lot to give. Now, this card is a very special message right here. Excuse me. They've got the tree, the growth, right? It tells me all about the lessons. And we say, what is it saying? Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. There's something that's like a blockage or some kind of an obstacle or some kind of a wall or you're very guarded. And it's showing me that there's some kind of an issue that needs to be healed there. So you need to be able to surrender into silence, perhaps go into some kind of a healing space. There might be something you can do through energy healing, Reiki, or even go get a massage, whatever it is. It feels to me that even if it's counseling or going into your own meditation, you know, through your intuition, being able to realize and release what it is that no longer serves you, that's stopping you from sharing yourself, your true whole self with this other person. You know, it could be that you're unable to be with this person for whatever reason, and that you know your soulmates. And that something else is stopping you from being able to reconcile or be with them. Maybe they're in another partnership or something like that. But the key is to not close off around that. You just need to be as open as you can. Be yourself. Be yourself at the end of the day. And don't shut down, okay? That's what this is about. So your healing ritual, this full moon, will really be around surrendering to fear, okay? Because that's what it probably mostly comes down to, is fear of being hurt, fear of being rejected, and all that kind of thing. But it's just about really being true, and if this is what you want, to go for it, because I feel like this person really has very strong feelings for you. So I hope that's helped you. Hi guys, here's reading number 3, which is for karmic connections. If you're in a karmic connection, or it might be that you have a karmic ex-partner, that kind of thing. It's a very significant connection that you want to look at what you need to surrender into here. So it could be that you need to surrender themselves. You might need to surrender the connection. You might be looking at what you can surrender in the connection to make it more smooth or better for yourselves. It could be that you're in a miserable connection and you just need to know what to do to sort of get yourself out of it. It could be that you're talking about or thinking about a karmic person that was an ex of yours and you want to know how to release that energy. Whatever it is, we're going to have a look at what you need to release around this with your karmic connection. So the first card we've got is Ask an Angel. Ask an Angel, and this is the theme. This is the theme for now. So this is called Joy. It's called Ramayla, I think her name is. And what I see here is this is the theme. I can't talk properly tonight, sorry. I've got the flu as well, so I'm trying to get my words out. So what I see here is the tear around the throat chakra. This tells me a lot, this card. There's been a lot of pain in this connection. There's been a lot of growth, a lot of lessons learned because of the butterfly here. So it does show me that being the butterfly, you've come out of the dark phase with this person. Or you can, or about to, you know, there has been pain with the tear, but there's definitely a cocooning that you've been through, and you'll come out now, and your focus is on joy, which is about happiness, being able to move away from the dark karmic ties that drag us down sometimes in karmic connections, because it isn't always pleasant in karmic connections. I mean, karmic connections can be full of joy. They can be full of happiness, you know, excuse me. But it can be very short-lived as well, because karmic partners are only meant to come in for a short time to teach us what we need to learn, and vice versa. You teach them what they need to learn, and then you move on. That's how it's supposed to be. But some people either will attract the same karmic partner time and time again, and go through the same lessons, and the same pain will arise, and they just won't get it. They'll go on and on, around and around these patterns and these circles with the same person until eventually someone cuts the tie. Or it could be that you've left a karmic partner and you're now moving into another karmic situation that has brought up a lot of the same kind of lessons. You might see repeated patterns from a past previous connection, okay? And this can be quite daunting, hurtful, especially if you really put a lot of time and energy into this person and felt love there. Now, let's have a look at the joy, okay? This is the theme, Archangel Power Tarot. We've got 2 of these, I think. Yeah, we've got 2 of these. This is the theme as well. So we've got the Queen of Michael, which would be the Queen of Swords, and it's brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, humorous. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I've got the flu. I've been trying to get these messages out. So what this is saying, basically, the Queen of Michael is not someone who's very maternal. They're not very nurturing. I mean, they can be. Anybody can be. But usually the Queen of Swords is somebody who's very strong, very detached, very professional. She's in her mental space most of the time. And what she's doing is this person is really focusing on their career. They're maybe detached from the karmic situation. You might be detached from this karmic situation. You might not be into all the lovey-dovey stuff with this person because you're really detached, trying to focus in on your life. Let's have a look at this one. I'm going to have a drink. Sorry about that, guys. It's just horribly frustrating for you guys for having me cough all through the bloody reading. But anyway, I'm doing it free for you, so just be happy. Anyway, the Queen of Michael, you know exactly what to do. You're going to be feeling detached right now. The Nine of Raphael is somebody who's really focusing on their emotional desires, okay? This is something your deepest desires are. The nines are usually representative of somebody who's doing something on their own, so it can be very much a solo path. That doesn't mean you're not with this person, but for the time being, it shows me that you're going to be really focusing and putting all your attention and your emotional effort and energy into a career path, perhaps, or study or something along those lines, rather than, investing a lot of that into a connection like this karmic connection right now. And it says, make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. It's interesting the word joy has come up again, because the theme for you is joy. Now, it sounds to me, or it seems to me, that some of you already have gone through a bit of a roller coaster ride with your karmic, and you're now starting to detach and really put your focus and energy and wishes and attention onto things that you really want that are of a long-term nature. It may not be that you're seeing this karmic person in your life as a long-term, because a lot of karmics don't stay for long. So let's have a look at what else we want to see here. So we've got this card, well, not this time. The door's shutting to this connection. Now, some of you might be like, oh, thank God, and feel a relief to this. And some of you might be like, oh my God, what the hell? What does she mean? You know, so it's just saying not this time. It doesn't feel like it's gelling right now between the two of you. I'm just going to be brutally honest. Now, what? Yeah, well, okay. Not this time to stay optimistic about your love life, okay? So positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, but it's not the right time to be focusing on relationships right now. It's a time for career rather than relationships or any other kind of endeavors that you want to, adventures or whatever else you want to focus on in life. It's not time to stay optimistic about this. Something's not working in the connection. So what do you need to surrender to? Surrender to the wisdom of your body. So you need to listen to your body's messages. I feel like some of you are going to want to go away on a holiday to find yourselves, to really get into your own projects, really put a lot of attention and effort into money and how you can invest and build your empire kind of thing. You might be feeling physically drained or uncomfortable around this connection. It might be draining. This person's probably drained your energy. So you have to be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. So this is basically saying if this person is draining your energy and feels like a psychic vampire, which some karmic partners can actually feel like, I'm not joking, they can be so toxic. Some can be very obsessive, stalkish kind of behavior sometimes. It can be really crazy. And then some can be very aloof and just treat you like crap, like just ghost you all of a sudden. And you're like, what the hell's going on with this? You don't feel comfortable you're not secure or feel stable in the connection because this person's playing games, right? This is part of the whole karmic thing. And it says surrender to frustration. So you need to listen to your body about this connection, trust in the wisdom of yourself, surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself and regroup so that you may approach the situation more calmly, because there's a lot of anger. Well, there has been in the past, frustration's one of them, around this connection. Okay, maybe some of you are not sure how to say goodbye because this person is very strongly attached to you. This is what happens when there's karmics. They come in and they really do attach. And you can both do it. You can both really attach so quickly. And sometimes people will mistake it for love when it's actually an obsession or something. It's not necessarily love. It's an insecurity or something coming up from that. So it's just about this particular reading I'm doing. I'm not saying that's for everybody, but this particular reading I'm doing for you guys shows me that there are some very dysfunctional ways that this other person is going about dealing with you, okay? I feel like you are perhaps at a point where you're not necessarily wanting to invest much in this person. You don't find joy or long-term commitments with this person. You're not finding that. What do they want to say to you? All right, so what they're saying is, when I think of you, I smile. So in other words, you do make them happy. You do bring them joy. It's not all this nasty, full-on heavy energy all the time. When I think of you, I smile, and that's lovely. But what else can they give you? It's about, is it about them always? Like, is it when they think of you, they smile, but then what? Are they giving to you? Because it feels to me that a lot of this connection, you have given a lot and you haven't seen much back. Right. What is their higher self saying to you? Renewing your life. Radiant vitality is filling my life. And this is their higher self, don't forget. So this is not their karmic self. This is not their 3D insecure self. This is somebody who wants you to get rid of things in your life. They want to see you succeed. They want to see you get rid of the clutter in your life, things that no longer serve you. We are in the full moon, which is all about releasing that which we no longer need in our lives, and that can be part of that, can be a karmic connection as well. Maybe you just need the courage to say goodbye to this, or to stand in your own power, because this card here, where is it? This one here, I just saw. Oh my God. I didn't even realize the picture. Have you seen this picture? They're almost in this like obsessive connection, like an obsessive embrace with each other, with the snake and intertwined around them. Entwined, I think I'm trying to say. It's just, that's what it reminds me of with the snake energy. And see how the masculine side has got his eyes closed and he's into this, like, under the spell almost of the feminine. And it feels to me that there's definitely a tie or a bond that may not necessarily be healthy here. Now, what I see here is power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. So this is very interesting because a lot of you feel like your power has been taken from you in this connection, that it's just a cycle that will never leave your life, whether it be partner after partner or with the same person. It's just, this is not true. You do have the power to walk away when you want to or when you need to. You have the power to say no to this person and to walk away. Some karmics won't listen to that. They will just chase after you and make your life hell, basically. But you have the power to say no, enough is enough, close the door to this situation and go after what it is that you really do want in your life. And this card is beautiful. We see the rose quartz on her forehead there. There's a love heart here on her heart chakra. Reminds me of Archangel Chamuel. Archangel Chamuel, or Shamuel as some people call the angel, is all about healing in relationships. It's about compassion, forgiveness. And it says here that acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. Now, if you're trying to mold this connection into like a soulmate connection or even a twin flame or whatever it might be, if you're trying to mold it into something it's just not going to be, because you may really have true feelings for this person, and you might feel that you love this person and that you would like to see a life with them, but deep down, because shit hits the fan and constantly does with this person, these lessons are coming up all the time and you're being let down constantly. This is where you're going to start realizing, okay, I'm feeling really drained, I'm feeling frustrated because this person's not gelling with me, they're not working into my life the way I want them to. I don't see this and feel on a deeper level that this is going to ever be anything long term. So it's saying that you need to accept how it is at the moment. There's a time of being able to detach with the Queen of Michael here. And I feel like you are in the process of detaching from this energy. Whether you're with this person or not, there's still an energy there. And it's not doing good for your health or well-being at this time. All you want is to find joy and happiness in your life and to find this kind of like a free energy. You want to be your own free agent. You want to be able to have somebody that's able to give you also what it is that you're able to give as well into the connection. Okay, you want balance. You want to be able to have the balance of give and take and not feel drained from this person. And for a lot of you, this is about being able to stay optimistic, because this connection may have you really doubting future connections. And it's just saying that, you know what, you have the power to bring in, this is your deepest desires and wishes that can come true. Your dreams can become a reality. You can't necessarily change how this person is, okay? If they're going to be a certain way with you, if they are a karmic partner, that's their role to play in your life. You can't change that, unfortunately. And same with you. You're their karmic connection, their partner. So, it's the same thing. You're there to teach them lessons to better themselves as human beings as well. So perhaps this full moon, your release ritual under the full moon can be that you surrender to letting this person go, surrendering to how the actual situation is, surrendering to what is, that it's not going to change, that you may need to realize that, okay, no matter how much I hang on or think or be tempted to go back to this connection, if it is the same person, what good is it going to do me? How can it ever change to anything that it has ever been? Because that is the template of a karmic connection. So there's about surrendering the need to, because I feel once you surrender and accept it for what it is, this frustration will be gone. Because you're going to realize this person's not deliberately doing this to, to get at you or to, sometimes they do piss you off and they deliberately do it. But, it's just that they can't help who they are, basically. And neither can you in the connection, because this is what it is created for. this template between the two of you. So you've come in to teach each other lessons. Once those lessons have been learned, you say, thank you very much for your lessons, and I now release you to your highest good, you know, and allow them to move on in life and find their soulmate or their twin flame or whatever they need to find in life, and same for you. So I hope this has really helped you tonight, and I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and blessings.